have a very interesting video today. We're comparing German and Swedish. We're gonna start this video a little easy, like the first part is not gonna be too complicated. Then we're gonna move to a more intermediate level, and then we're gonna go to a more challenging part. Anyways, before we get to all of that, let's just do a quick introduction and then we'll jump into it.
My name is Nobi Lampe. I am a psychiatrist working in California, but I'm originally from Germany. I moved to the States when I was 12 years old, and I love languages.
Hi there, my name is Giles, and I am going to be speaking Swedish today, which is one of several languages that I speak fluently.
So the first word is Schwager. Schwager.
In Swedish, that word is svåger. Svåger in Swedish is brother-in-law in English.
Exactly. Same. Perfect.
The first Swedish one here I have is 11 fönster. 11 fönster.
So Fenster is window. 11 window. Oh, 11 windows?
11 windows. 11 fönster.
Oh, okay. So it's two words. Okay, of course. Sorry. Yeah, 11 windows. Okay. 11 Fenster in German. Eine lange Reise. Eine lange Reise.
In Swedish, en lång resa. En lång resa.
Yeah.
So
it's
a long trip.
Yeah. Perfect.
Hudbehandling. This is all one word. Hudbehandling. Hudbehandling.
Hautbehandlung. Behandling, treatment. Hud.
Hudbehandling.
Skin treatment.
You're on it. Well done. Very good.
Hautbehandlung. Friedliches Land. Friedliches Land.
Fredligt land. Fredligt land. Peaceful country.
Very good.
Rökrum.
Smoking room.
Yeah.
Smoking room.
Exactly. Okay, very good. That was great. Now we are going to do the more medium portion of it. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging. You'll hear a sentence, and each of these sentences will have a word in common that shares the same root. So see if you can figure it out. If you can pick up other words in the sentence, great. If not, then maybe ask for hints or try to decipher it based on the word that you recognize. And if it gets too complicated, then you can just translate it. All right, so Nobi, you can go ahead and do the first German one.
Heute gehe ich an den Strand schwimmen. Heute gehe ich an den Strand schwimmen.
So, Nobi, would you repeat the sentence once more?
Absolutely. Heute gehe ich an den Strand schwimmen.
Strand in Swedish is a beach, or and schwimmen in German is similar to simma in Swedish. Heute, say it one more time, please.
Ja. Heute gehe ich an den Strand schwimmen.
Today I'm going to walk on the beach swimming.
you got all the words right, but it's no, I mean you got it right, but it's not going to walk on the beach swimming. It's going to the beach to swim.
Oh, that would make more sense. Okay, I would have understood that in a conversation, perhaps.
Yeah, of course you would have.
Skivan spelas på radion. Skivan spelas på radion.
Okay. Something is playing on the radio, and then I have to figure out what the first.
Skivan. That's probably a tricky one.
Yeah.
I think it's related to a German word. I can, if you need a clue.
Schlager?
No.
Okay.
Good guess. Skivan. And it's spelt Skivan. I think it's related to Schallplatte.
Oh.
Skivan.
Okay.
Like the record.
Okay. The record is playing on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay. I would not have gotten that. Ich habe Magenschmerzen. Mein Bauch tut weh. Ich habe Magenschmerzen. Mein Bauch tut weh.
I understand all the words. You have a tummy ache and your tummy hurts. Ont i magen, in Swedish. Pain in tummy. Pain in the tummy. Ont i magen. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, my second Swedish sentence. Det är bättre att älska än att ha fiende. Det är bättre att älska än att ha fiende. Det är bättre att älska än att ha fiende.
The better?
Mm. If I was to slow it down really slowly.
Yeah.
Det är bättre att älska alla än att ha fiende. And sped up somewhat, I conversate. Yeah. Det är bättre att älska än att ha fiende.
The better love. Better love. It is better to love. Can you repeat the second part?
Bättre att älska alla än att ha fiende.
Then it's better to love than to have Feinde, enemies.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are on a roll. Well done. Yes, it is better to love everyone than to have enemies. Det är bättre att älska alla än att ha fiende.
Okay, yeah, now I get it. Morgen fliege ich nach Stockholm, die Hauptstadt von Schweden. Morgen fliege ich nach Stockholm, die Hauptstadt von Schweden.
In the morning, I will fly to Stockholm, the capital city of Sweden.
Yeah, almost perfect. You're right. Der Morgen is the morning, but it also means tomorrow. So in this case, it means tomorrow. Now, if I wanted to say tomorrow morning, I would say morgen früh, which means tomorrow early.
Jaha. Huvudstad.
Yeah.
So huvud is head.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the head, rather than Haupt, which is highest.
No, actually, Haupt is an old word, kind of an archaic word for a head, but it also means the main, as in like the head city, the main city. But it is absolutely a cognate.
Okay. And you said morgens.
Morgen.
Morgen.
Yeah, morgen.
In Swedish, you can say imorgon for in the morning, or
Yeah.
morgon for tomorrow. So my Swedish sentence for you.
Yeah.
Jag tycker mycket om att prata svenska, för det är säkert världens finaste språk.
Okay. Can you say the first part again, please?
Sure, I'll give you the whole sentence again twice more, once fast and once slow down a little bit. Jag tycker mycket om att prata svenska, för det är säkert världens finaste språk. Jag tycker mycket om att prata svenska, för det är säkert världens finaste språk.
The last part is something like, because it is a fine, wonderful language.
Close.
Okay. And I would, it's like, I really like to speak Swedish, something like that, because it's like a great language.
Det är säkert världens finaste språk. So there's some words here that are similar. So you got the first part. Jag tycker mycket om, which is I like a lot.
Yeah.
Att prata svenska, to speak or to chat Swedish.
Chat Swedish.
Det är säkert.
Oh, it's surely.
Yeah. Det är säkert. It is surely. Världens.
The world's finest language.
There you go.
Okay.
Jag tycker mycket om att prata svenska, för det är världens finaste språk. You got it.
With help. Thank you. Swedish
has it's really integral in speaking Swedish to speak with what to speakers of other languages feels like a very exaggerated melody. That up and down, very jumpy, melodic way of speaking is, if you don't utilize that aspect of Swedish when you speak it, it falls apart. But that makes it sound a little alien, perhaps, to speakers of other Germanic languages that don't have that to such an extent. You did very, very well, I think, Nobi.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, yeah, that was very good. And like I said, that last part was meant to be more challenging, but you pretty much got most of it. I think this was very good. It demonstrates how you share a lot of cognate words which have drifted away over the course of time a little bit, but when you think about it, you can always figure them out.
I'm glad I got to see my dear friend Giles again, and he actually has a project. He wrote a musical, right? It's a musical called Soviet Zion.
Yeah, thank you. There are two versions. There's one in English and a translation into Yiddish, which, if you're interested in Germanic languages or European languages, is a really interesting language. It's fascinating, and it's very, very similar to German. I just wanted to add again, thank you for the opportunity to speak Swedish. It's a lovely language. It's my favorite language to speak. It's a really beautiful language, and compared to many other languages, it's also quite simple and straightforward to learn, because it has so many similarities to English. In its grammar, in the etymology of words, in sentence structure, and there are things that are very distinctively Swedish, like I mentioned, that the melody, which is very un-British, but there is so much that is similar to English that if you already have a grasp on English, either as a first or second or whatever language, you already have a huge head start learning Swedish because the similarities they share, and it's such a euphonic language that the sounds that you make are they're such beautiful sounds. There are other languages that I speak that are wonderful and have great merit to them, but they don't necessarily sound beautiful. And Swedish, just to me, is a really beautiful language that's you can quite quickly progress with it, and it opens the door to a really lovely country and really lovely people.
Thank you, Bahadur. I really appreciate you doing this. I was fascinated by your videos, and I loved the Farsi and German one.
That was actually the first video we made, the first language video we made.
Yeah.
So if I could go back in time, I would change some of those words. I wouldn't use them. I would replace them with other ones. But it was the first one. I'm glad you like that one.
I always when I tell people about the videos here at work in the States, I tell them about the cognates between Farsi and German, which people would never think exist, but they have Tochter and Tochter, which of course daughter is the same root, and I just
mother, modar,
yeah, Mutter, yeah, Barodar.
Barodar, yes, yeah. There are lots of them, and there are some that have, like I was saying before about cognate terms shifting and drifting away. There are some that you would never think of when you hear the word, but if you go back far enough, they do share the same root.
Well, I think many people don't know that Farsi is a Indo-European language, and even though it has many Arabic loan words, it's still a totally different language family.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it retains much of the Old Persian vocabulary, right? Of course, it has had influence from other languages, including like
French,
of course, Arabic and French.
Yeah.
But much of the Old Persian terminology is still preserved in the new modern Persian language. Thank you again, guys.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. Take care. Thank you.
Tack så
Bye.
mycket. Hej då. Hej.